As of October 28, 2025, over 305 million people globally need humanitarian aid, a number larger than the entire U.S. population. This crisis stems from escalating conflicts, climate change, and economic instability. Wars in Sudan and Gaza have displaced over 123 million people. Extreme weather has devastated communities from South Asia to Africa. The UN and partners are stretched thin, with 280 million facing acute food insecurity. In places like Gaza and Sudan, famine looms. Behind these numbers are stories of courage and resilience. Tonight, we explore one such story. Meet Alara, a teacher whose life was forever changed when her peaceful town was reduced to rubble by the relentless force of conflict. Once, her days were filled with laughter echoing through classrooms and the hopeful chatter of children eager to learn. Now, she walks through streets lined with shattered buildings and memories, her heart heavy but her spirit unbroken. Armed with nothing but a battered smartphone, Alara began to document the daily struggles and quiet resilience of her community. She filmed the devastation, the moments of hope, and the stories that would otherwise be lost to the dust. Her raw, unfiltered videos revealed the stark reality: empty marketplaces where food was once abundant, children with hollow eyes searching for comfort, and families struggling to survive each day. Through her lens, the world saw not just destruction, but the enduring will to persevere. Alara's plea was simple, yet powerful. We are not just statistics. Please, see us. Her words carried the weight of her entire town, echoing the pain and hope of countless others who felt invisible. Her authenticity and vulnerability resonated deeply, cutting through the noise of endless headlines and statistics. People around the world began to listen, moved by her courage to speak out when so many remained silent. Her hashtag, #YourSeeUsNow, quickly spread across social media, capturing the attention of millions. Strangers from distant countries shared her videos, amplifying her message and demanding that the world take notice. For the first time, the world saw the crisis through Alara's eyes. Her perspective brought distant suffering into living rooms and hearts everywhere, making the tragedy impossible to ignore. Alara became more than a witness. She became her town's storyteller and advocate, giving voice to those who had none and inspiring others to share their own stories. Her voice created a ripple effect, reaching humanitarian organizations and even the United Nations. What began as a single voice in the dust was now echoing in the halls of global power. Alara's story was no longer just a local tragedy, it had become a global call to action, demanding attention from leaders and citizens alike. Through persistence and unwavering hope, Alara turned a whisper of pain into a resounding global call for change. Her courage inspired others to raise their voices too. Her voice became a catalyst, sparking movements for change and reminding the world that compassion and action can begin with just one person. Alara showed us all that one voice, no matter how small or isolated, can indeed make a difference when it dares to speak the truth. And now, as her story reaches the highest levels of power, the world waits to see how one teacher's courage will shape the future for her people and for us all. Alara's message reached the UN, where See Us Now was cited by diplomats. Her story gave the crisis a human face, demanding action. Public engagement forced the UN to prioritize her region. The Security Council, pressured by public outcry, took notice. Alara's videos were shown in closed-door meetings. Her voice pierced the diplomatic bubble, making the crisis personal. The UN had to respond, and the world watched closely. Alara's voice echoed through the halls of power, demanding change. The UN Security Council convened an emergency session. Alara's influence was felt, though not officially on the agenda. The debate was fierce, with strategic interests clashing. A resolution was drafted, calling for a 30-day humanitarian ceasefire. It demanded unimpeded access for aid to Alara's town. The resolution passed, a victory born from Alara's courage. The UN's humanitarian wing mobilized to deliver aid. The challenge was implementing the resolution on the ground. Funding remained a critical issue, highlighting the gap between needs and resources. The UN resolution brought hope, but aid delivery was perilous. Convoys faced mined roads and armed groups. The ceasefire was fragile, with constant negotiation for safe passage. Aid workers risked their lives to reach Alara's town. The aid was a lifeline, but never enough for overwhelming needs. The 30-day window was closing, with impossible choices to make. The aid workers' efforts were a fragile victory against immense odds. Aid workers faced lethal dangers, with 281 fatalities in 2024. These brave individuals often find themselves in the most perilous situations, risking their lives to provide essential services to those in desperate need. The statistics are a stark reminder of the sacrifices made by these unsung heroes. Each number represents a life lost, a family grieving, and a community left without a vital lifeline. The dangers they face are not just from the conflict itself, but also from targeted attacks aimed at disrupting humanitarian efforts. In Alara's region, a convoy was attacked, killing 2 drivers. This tragic incident underscores the constant threat that aid workers face daily. The convoy, carrying much-needed supplies, was ambushed, leaving destruction and loss in its wake. The drivers, who were simply doing their jobs, became victims of a senseless act of violence. Their deaths are a grim reminder of the volatility in conflict zones and the high price of delivering aid. The attack highlighted the erosion of respect for humanitarian law. Once considered neutral and protected, aid workers are now increasingly seen as targets. This shift in perception has made their work even more dangerous and challenging. The principles of humanitarian law, which were designed to protect those who help the most vulnerable, are being disregarded, putting countless lives at risk. Aid organizations faced agonizing decisions: pause or risk more lives. The dilemma is heart-wrenching: halt operations and leave those in need without support, or continue and risk further casualties. These decisions weigh heavily on the shoulders of those in charge, knowing that either choice has dire consequences. The safety of their teams is paramount, but so is their mission to provide aid. The courage of aid workers was heroic, despite direct threats. Their unwavering commitment to their mission, even in the face of danger, is nothing short of extraordinary. They continue to deliver aid, provide medical care, and offer hope to those who have none. Their bravery is a beacon of light in the darkest of times, showing the world the true meaning of selflessness and dedication. Attacks on aid convoys had ripple effects, scaring away potential workers. The fear of becoming the next target has led many to reconsider their involvement in humanitarian work. This exodus of aid workers has left a void that is difficult to fill, further complicating efforts to provide assistance. The loss of experienced personnel means that those who remain are stretched even thinner, increasing the risk to their safety and the effectiveness of their operations. Alara, after the attack, said, "They are attacking our last hope." Her words resonate deeply, capturing the despair and frustration felt by many in the humanitarian community. The attacks are not just on individuals, but on the very essence of hope and humanity. Each assault chips away at the resolve of those who strive to make a difference, yet they persist, driven by an unwavering belief in their mission. The loss of life paralyzed operations, leaving vulnerable populations without support. The immediate aftermath of an attack often results in the suspension of aid activities, leaving those who rely on this support in dire straits. The ripple effect of these disruptions can be devastating, leading to increased suffering and mortality among the most vulnerable populations. The absence of aid can turn a difficult situation into a catastrophic one. The humanitarian mission continued, but under constant threat. Despite the dangers, aid workers press on, adapting to new security measures and protocols to ensure their safety. Armed escorts have become a common sight, a stark reminder of the ever-present risks. The resilience and determination of these workers are commendable as they navigate through treacherous conditions to deliver aid to those in need. The blue flag of the UN was no longer a shield, but a target. The symbol of peace and neutrality has been compromised, making it increasingly difficult for aid workers to operate safely. The once respected emblem now draws fire, adding another layer of complexity to the already challenging task of delivering humanitarian aid. This shift has forced organizations to rethink their strategies and find new ways to protect their staff and continue their vital work. The price of helping was high, but the mission was vital. The physical and emotional toll on aid workers is immense, yet they continue to push forward. Their dedication to their cause is unwavering, driven by the knowledge that their work saves lives. The challenges they face are numerous, but their resolve remains strong. They are the lifeline for many, providing not just aid, but hope and humanity in the midst of chaos. The aid workers' bravery was a testament to their commitment. Their solidarity and support for one another are crucial in these trying times. Every small victory is celebrated, a reminder of the impact they are making. Their courage and resilience inspire others to join the cause, ensuring that the mission continues despite the challenges. The spirit of humanitarianism lives on through their actions, a beacon of hope in a world fraught with conflict. The UN's response to Alara's crisis highlighted global divisions. A Pew survey showed 61% of people view the UN favorably. Support was strong in countries like Canada and Germany. Skepticism was high in Israel, reflecting perceived biases. In the US, views were polarized, with Democrats more supportive. The UN's role is complex, balancing global expectations and criticisms. Alara's story is a powerful reminder that even a single voice, when fueled by conviction and courage, can spark a movement. In a world where it's easy to feel invisible or unheard, Alara stood up, refusing to let her message be drowned out by the noise. She believed that change begins with one person daring to speak, and her determination set everything in motion. Her voice, amplified by the reach of social media, quickly became a catalyst for change. What started as a heartfelt message shared from her small town soon resonated with thousands, then millions, as people across the globe connected with her cause. Social media transformed her words into a rallying cry, uniting strangers and inspiring collective action. In our interconnected world, messages can travel farther and faster than ever before. Alara's story was magnified by this digital web, turning her solitary voice into a global chorus. People from different backgrounds, cultures, and countries joined in, echoing her call for justice and change. Today, influence is no longer reserved for the powerful or famous. Individuals armed with passion and a platform can capture the world's attention. Alara's message went viral, showing how ordinary people can become extraordinary leaders in the digital age. The impact of her movement was undeniable. Alara's story forced the United Nations to take notice and act, proving that public pressure, when harnessed by a united community, can move even the largest institutions. Her courage inspired others to demand accountability from those in power. Yet the real challenge lies in sustaining engagement. Outrage can be powerful, but it often fades as quickly as it flares. Alara's journey reminds us that lasting change requires ongoing commitment, not just a moment of passion. Her story empowers each of us to speak up, to organize, and to demand action. It shows that when we come together, our voices are stronger, and our impact is greater. Alara's courage is a call to action for everyone who dreams of a better world. From a forgotten town to the world stage, Alara's journey is a blueprint for change. Her story proves that no place is too small and no person is too insignificant to make a difference that echoes across the globe. The lesson is clear. Individual courage, when combined with persistence and the support of others, can truly shape history. Every action, no matter how small, has the potential to inspire a movement. Alara's voice was more than just a spark. It ignited a global conversation, proving that one person's bravery can light the way for millions. Her legacy reminds us that our voices matter, and together we can create lasting change. The ceasefire in Alara's region has expired. The situation is fragile. The aid saved lives, but root causes remain unresolved. Alara continues documenting recovery and resilience. Her story reminds us of the UN's response to crisis pleas. Public pressure is a potent force for change. Speaking up is an act of defiance against indifference. We all have the power to amplify unheard voices. Alara's story shows engagement is our most powerful tool. The world's story is shaped by those who refuse to be silent.